Greetings everyone, I'm Steven and welcome to the show.
こんにちは、バンド評論家の皆さん。私はスティーブンです。
Today, let's banter about the possibility of judging all bands from around the world for like some kind of world championship. Is that even possible? Let's talk about the different styles of marching bands that we know of. Let's start with that HBCU style. HBCU marching bands are celebrated for their electrifying performances that fuse traditional marching techniques with African cultural influences. Their signature features include show style, a distinctive high-stepping march combined with upper body movement, geometric drills, precise formations often based on a four-person squad system, breakdowns, dynamic and high-energy dance routines, diverse music. Performances blend R&B, hip-hop, gospel, that powerful brass sound, featuring bold brassy tones from sousaphones, trombones, and trumpets, high knees, also referred to as high stepping, and community favorites, renditions of iconic songs from Black culture alongside trending hits. And in case you didn't know, HBCU stands for Historically Black College and University. Some prominent HBCU bands include, arguably the most popular at the moment, the Sonic Boom of the South from Jackson State University, ESPN's #1 ranked band of the year, Florida A&M University, Marching 100, and the Grammy Award-winning Aristocratic Bands from Tennessee State University. So that HBCU band style, let's look at it real quick. Jackson State University just participated in the 2025 Rose Bowl Parade, just as KYOTO TACHIBANA Senior High School did too. They were both there. I'm curious if both bands were able to see each other. I hope so. But look at this fast forward field show so you can see that style in fast forward from Jackson State, which is the representing style of our HBCU bands. Look at this. As you can see, like I said, precise movements, squads are based on a four-person system, the geometric type drills, the breakdown dance routines, that horn swing up there at the top, high knee lift. You see the style. See how good that looks. It's really nice. Very good. In contrast, corps-style marching bands, inspired by Drum Corps International, or DCI, focus on precision and innovation, and some of the key characteristics of this type of style are that 8-5 roll step, dynamic movements, intricate formations with performers weaving across the field, creative presentation, incorporation of props, costumes, and backdrops for theatrical effects. I mentioned earlier that roll step, a smooth technique for seamless movement, so there's no bounce or anything like that, so everyone looks like they're floating across the field. Backwards marching and sliding, advanced marching techniques to maintain alignment and visual effects. Examples of corps-style college bands includes the Red Coat Band from UGA and the $1 Million Band from University of Alabama. Now check out an example of this corps band real quick. This is the University of Alabama. It's a fast forward version, and if you want to see and hear these shows in their entirety, there's a link in the description below as well as in the cards at the top. Be sure to go watch those to see them if you want to see and hear them. Right now, we're just getting a general look of how their drills move in fast forward.
バンドの演奏を見ていきたい場合、社の説明欄や上部のカードにオリジナル動画へのリンクがありますのでご覧ください。
Notice how the corps bands glide across the field using that roll step technique. Look at all the pageantry in it, all these flags, all these props, backdrops, everything like that, like a very theatrical type show. That is the corps style that we're talking about. Meanwhile, the Ohio State University Marching Band stands out as arguably one of our nation's finest university bands, blending traditional and innovative elements. Known for their iconic script Ohio drill, they excel in intricate formations while incorporating animated drills and high-energy cadences. Though rooted in tradition, their ability to integrate modern elements sets them apart from a truly traditional or corps-style band. They're kind of like a hybrid. Now here's a brief look at Ohio State. Look at this. Link down in the description and in cards at the top. But as you can see, notice how they move, and it's a combination of that British traditional style that they use, that brassy high step style, and a corps style. Bit of a hybrid. But again, I say this is arguably one of the best marching bands in the country, Ohio State. They're praised very high. I highly recommend you go click the link in the description to watch this show in full. The KYOTO TACHIBANA Senior High School Green Band is known for its unique marching style that incorporates a continuous dance-like movement. The band is considered to be one of the most innovative and best high school bands in all of Japan. And we all know that the KYOTO TACHIBANA Senior High School Green Band looks and sounds amazing. Look at how they move in their show. It's a constant, beautiful flow, like they're just constantly moving throughout. Even when they stand still, it's slight little movements. It's almost as if they're dancing through the entire performance. And all of these styles sound amazing. Different kinds of sounds, but equally sounds amazing. So go check out all the different styles. Granted, we're looking at university bands, and this is a high school band, but that high school band is on such a high level that these are the bands that I'm comparing them to. So take that how you want it. Marching band styles may differ in technique and movement, but one undeniable truth unites them all. Musicianship is the universal priority amongst all of these different styles. Music transcends boundaries, language, and cultures. It's that one aspect that can be fairly judged across all different styles of marching band, from show-style bands to corps-style ensembles, all the way to that Japanese style that we have seen from that KYOTO TACHIBANA High School. And yes, playing styles and tonal qualities may differ in the way that those bands play, but musicality is musicality, no matter where it's performed performed or where it's from. This, however, raises an interesting question. Would a Japanese judge score an HBCU band's musicality different than they would a Japanese band? Would a core-style judge evaluate an HBCU band's musicality any different than they would a core-style band's musicality? And here's another question. Are there already instances where judges score musicality differently based on style? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Many band directors have likely seen or even experienced these discrepancies before. Now, what's so hard about having a traditional style HBCU band, a core style band, and a Japanese band like KYOTO Tachibana Senior High School all in the same competition? I'm not just talking about judging musicality, but also judging the way those bands move. Is that even possible to have all these different style bands in one competition? Could it be done? Can these styles all be judged fairly? If not, why do you think that is? For all of you pessimists and closed-minded thinkers, why would this not work? But for all of you innovative, optimistic thinkers, how would you make this happen? So why isn't there a national championship that brings all styles, HBCU show style, core style, traditional style, whatever you want to call it? How come all of these styles cannot be showcased on stage together while still being in a competition? It's very possible, because it is a fact that musicians are generally a smarter group of people around the world. That is a statistical fact. But why is it so hard for there to be a competition that can include that HBCU show style, that core band style, and why not that KYOTO Tachibana Senior High School style all in one? Imagine a super national band championship featuring both high school and college bands all in one competition. Notice I keep saying that, all these styles in one competition as opposed to having them separate. Marching fundamentals are universal. Despite what your style is, the fundamentals generally fall in those same kind of categories. I'm not talking about just musicianship, we're talking about how the bands move. That's what all of this is about. Now let's take one step further. What if there was a global stage for marching bands? Picture a league, or better yet, an Olympic event, because come on now, breakdancing made it to the Olympics. Breakdancing. Someone, somewhere, put enough time and energy and thought into this to somehow create a breakdancing category for all these countries around the world, but there's not an Olympic category for bands. Interesting. And it doesn't have to just be marching bands. This could be concert bands as well. All bands. Think about the US Olympic band and what that would entail. What kind of style would it be? How many styles would there be? You know how the US team does it. It doesn't have to just all be one style. They can have a group for every style that we have, and so can the other bands around the world. That would be a lot of fun, and that's how we can really determine which bands are the best in the entire world. Why? Because it's fun. We do it with sports. And it's a fun way to have a healthy competition to promote everyone to get better as musicians. And just imagine the excitement of crowning the best trombone section in the world. Imagine that title for a second. A world championship for marching music would elevate the entire art as a whole. You know it, I know it, we all know this. It would create a platform for cultural exchange, innovation, and unity. How amazing would that be? Think about that. So that's it for this video, and I'm just curious to hear your thoughts about, could there be an international world championship marching band competition that can actually crown a world champion, including the HBCU show style, that core style, and the unique style from the KYOTO Tachibana High School from Kyoto, Japan? 3 completely different styles, music sounds amazing through all of them. Can all of these bands coexist in one competition, and what would that judging be like? All of you band directors, music educators, let me know. How would you judge these bands if there was a competition like this? And don't give me that, oh, we can't, they're too different, blah, blah, blah.
Close-minded.
Open your minds. We have musicality out there, and there is a way to fairly score all marching bands on how they move, regardless of their marching style. What do you all think?
今日見たすべてのスタイル、HBCU スタイル、コアバンドスタイル、そして京都川根高等学校の日本スタイルを含む世界的なマーチングバンド大会を開催することは可能だと思いますか？
Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Peace.
さて、私が京都川根高等学校吹奏楽部につけたスコアに賛成ですか？それともそうではありませんか？ぜひコメント欄で教えてください。Peace.